And Julie dancing. So that tells you that we're in for some kind of fun tonight. What kind of fun that is, I don't really know.
Oh boy, oh boy.
But
Are
we
in
got
for a fun Sunday night?
Oh boy. Hey, welcome in everybody. If it's your first time here,
we're sorry.
No, we're not. This is going to be fun. Sorry, not sorry. Hey, I'm Brian. This is Julie. If you've been here before, welcome back. And good to see everyone in the chat. And tonight, it's all about getting off the ship. It's all about shore excursions. Everybody's got a story. And got a little cough here, so I'm hoping you guys can help us out with some of the talking. So
you've been coughed all day.
I don't know. It just came back. Here, let me see if I can take care of that with some water.
2 seconds you coughed. You haven't coughed since like 2 days ago.
I don't know. Came back.
Anyway.
Well, hey, listen, it is shore excursion time. It is time to talk about all sorts of fun stuff getting off the ship. And we've got all our good friends with us here tonight and a bunch of new faces too. So nice to see everyone. Thanks for coming in. It's been a busy week here. We're getting everything ready for what?
We're a broken record every single week. It's been a busy week here. Well, yeah, no.
Well, would you rather say, yeah, no, it's happening here this week. We've been sitting on the couch since we left you last Sunday waiting for this to happen. So,
I mean,
no, it's been a busy week because we've been booking cruises. We got people coming on our group cruises. We got people coming on all sorts of stuff, booking more than just cruises, booking all inclusives, booking flights and hotels and all sorts of crazy stuff, and shore excursions.
Shore excursions.
Which is what we're talking about tonight.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we're talking about what to do in port, shore excursions. What do you do? What do you do when you have something planned? What do you do if you don't have something planned? What do you do if you have something planned and it gets canceled at the very last second? Because we literally just had that happen like 2 days ago.
So today we'll talk about all sorts of fun things, and I'm saying all sorts of fun things. Shana says it's a different kind of busy, though, right? Yes, it's a different kind of busy. It's a good kind of busy. Talk to a lot of our good friends here tonight. If you got a countdown for a cruise coming up, we know a lot of you do because we've talked to a lot of you this week. Our countdown is officially right there at 118 days until we leave.
Ooh, I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
You're getting better.
I'm getting better.
Till we leave for this guy right here, where we're going to be on the Carnival Sunrise, July the 12th of 2025. And we still want you to come with us. I know it's late. I know it's last minute. But we saved the spot just for you. So there is definitely room. So give us a shout. And let's see. Alice Lee. I'm sorry, Alice. You got to change your name, Lee, because I keep
No, she doesn't.
No, I see Alice and I say Alice because I read Alice, but Lee has 7 days.
Maybe that's what she wants to be called on here.
Lee has 7 days until their next cruise, and we got some good stuff. Hopefully you got your Honduras taken care of. We're going to talk a little bit more about Honduras tonight too. Got an update from there with some more information on that. Aunt Christine is here. Hi, Aunt Christine. Mary Ellen says countdown 11 hours till I leave. Is that 11 hours since you got back and 11 hours till you leave again? Or what?
Mary Ellen, I'm pretty sure that you are on a ship more than you're at your home.
She's competing with Super Mario on
I know.
She's the
and I'm really jelly.
Yeah. One day we'll get there.
Jelly is the term for the kids use. I know that's what the kids use. Really, I mean jealous. I know. I'm just trying to. Yeah, I don't.
Let's see. Shana says, Lee, what ship are you sailing? Because I know Shana's countdown is very, very, very similar to Lee's countdown. Cruise Nuts says 30 days before our 9-day cruise. Hello, Cruise Nuts. Welcome in. Let's see. Barbara says, I leave in 33 days.
I'm so excited for you.
Will's got 26 days until the World America.
Wait, time out. Pause. World America. Oh my goodness. Like everybody's going to be there. It looks like an amazing ship. Like, oh, it's going to be so awesome. Are you upset?
We're going to get on World America.
No, we will, but we're not yet.
No, we have.
So we have some FOMO. We're going to watch you guys. We're going to check it out. And, you guys tell us what to check out extra. I don't know.
Chris is down to 5 weeks until his fishing trip. He'll be out on the Royal Caribbean fishing excursion right from his balcony. It says they do not allow fishing rods, hooks, or bait allowed on the ship. The reps I spoke with could not elaborate any further, not even if security could hold on to the ship until you get down to Florida. So we wish you luck, and we will send bail money. So enjoy, good luck, and we can't wait to hear the fish stories. Kathy's got 231 days and 383 days, and if I can do math, I'll bet you we have a countdown that lines up with one of those, because Kathy will be sailing with you from Brooklyn right after we head out on the New York City Marathon. So for anybody interested in that, you're going to have to get your bib number first for the marathon. We're all going to with Verrazano. Welcome, Hats on a Mission to subscribe. Thank you.
Hello, thank you so much.
We're going to go across the Verrazano, and then we're going to ditch out of the New York City Marathon. So everybody's just going to have to wear loose clothing so they can hide their suitcases under their bibs.
Stop it. Stop.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait. I think Dad's going to do really well in that.
Are you going?
Dad's going.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait
Mom's
for
coming.
it. Wait for it. It's coming.
Let's see. We got cruising with Calamity. Tony's got. Can I call you Tony? Are we on a first name basis? Days until the 60 days till Liberty of the Seas for me. Liberty was one of. So Liberty is we've said it before.
That was our first Royal Caribbean ship.
It's a ship that's held near and dear to our hearts because
It
it was the first ship we vlogged. So
It is.
If you haven't seen that one and you want a nice to watch a little train wreck, head back, sort our videos by backwards.
Wreck.
Our vlog?
I mean, it's not the best, but it was our start.
Sort our videos backwards by starting date, and you'll go back, and please don't unsubscribe based off of that. So let's see who else is here. Let's see. All right. So, see you. It's C is here. Hello. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I can't do that. I'm sorry. I can't.
Hey, C.
There's Hats on a Mission. Hello. Oh, there's Julie. Julie says, I think mine is 40. I think mine is 44 days away. Julie, we all know. You know exactly.
And Julie, great big congrats to you. So we'll talk later, but I'm excited for you.
So Daniel Fields is waiting for the Journey concert. So what we're going to do is, Daniel, there's a link in there. What I want you to do is I want you to click on it. You're going to join us in the chat, and we're all going to go to the Journey concert tonight, and we're going to get flagged for all sorts of copyright.
Seriously?
Whatever.
Wait, Journey? Really?
All right.
Okay.
That's going to be good. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up in the chat. Cruz Bolero's here. Hello, nice to see you. We were watching you earlier. I'm so sorry we missed your live stream earlier today. Sundays are a little kooky for us.
Well, it's been a busy day.
Because we always get. So Julie was yelling at me right before we went live because I started to get some ideas.
Yelling at you. I mean, I yell at you for a lot of things, but not for anything before live.
So we had some ideas about what we wanted to do to talk tonight, and we do want to talk about your excursions. We do want to hear what you have to say. So I'm going to put that link in again.
Yeah.
What?
Chris and
hello,
Denise.
Chris.
Hi, Chris and Denise. Hey, guys.
Let's see. Who's this here? That's green. We already saw that one. Let's see. I think we got everybody here. So if I missed you, I'm very behind. I'm a lot behind. Hello, Scott McNeil. Nice to see you.
Hey, Scott.
Oh,
How
here
are
we
you?
go. Here is Kim and Richard. They're not cruising until December. Is it too early to book excursions? Absolutely not. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And we're so glad
you at the very, very, very last second, but we'll talk about that.
We are so glad you stopped in because we are going to talk about a lot of things that you want to hear about tonight. And if you book through Royal Caribbean and it goes to, or if you book through your cruise line, so specifically, I know you're going on a Royal Caribbean cruise. So if you're going through Royal Caribbean, book something through their cruise planner. What you can do is you can return it and repurchase it. So here's our format for tonight. What we're going to do, so I'm going to pop a link down in the tab. Warren's here. Hello, Warren. How are you? I'm going to pop a link down here again. And I popped it in once before. Let's see. Hello, Amanda. I don't know if we said hello to you yet.
61 days, first cruise.
Oh, and you're starting big. 61 days. First. You're going to have a good time on that one. Definitely a lot of experts here to ask some questions to, or throw your question in the chat. And
hey, Kev. Hey, Julie.
So Oh,
Guys,
hold on.
if you're with us-
I always hate to do this, but I always click on these comments, and I should read them before I click on them. But you're gonna be just as surprised as me. Kevin said Carnival called, and I'm not allowed to bring Off the Chisel on any more cruises. Then Clea called and told me all the cruise lines have banned OFTA from cruising. How dare they?
I don't believe you.
Kevin,
I don't believe you.
Is there an appeal process, and do you need a lawyer? We will take up a collection, and we will get that taken care of for you.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh boy. All right. So here's what did I say?
Julie, good
All right,
luck.
think
I
we
know
caught
that you'll
up.
be good.
All right,
I have full faith.
Where's my link? I'm going to do it again. Here we go. Add guest. We're going to copy this link.
What are you doing?
And what we're going to do is I'm going to put this in here.
All right. So as you guys know, as we posted in our description, in our community group, and along the way, tonight we are talking about, what to do in port, what to do if things go awry, what to do if you don't know what to do if you know what you love to do. And we're inviting you guys to join our live stream and actually come on and actually have your camera on, actually come into our chat, more than just the chat, but actually come in and be in the video. Please, we would love for you to do that. All you have to do is click on the link. You come into our green screen. It doesn't happen automatically. We invite you in, you come in, and you guys get to be in the live stream with us. So we thought this would be a lot of fun to do tonight. So if you want to do that with us, please click the link, and we'll have a lot of good fun.
And again, our topic tonight is your favorite excursion or some kind of tip that you want to share on a port. And if you're too shy to come on camera, feel free to type it in the chat.
Exactly. Absolutely. But
I promise we don't bite.
No, we don't. And neither does anybody else. But click the link, come on with us. You're welcome to share your story, share your excursion, or share a question. If you want to ask a question to us face to face, hey man, you will be live. This is live, it's unedited. And Kev, I do know how shy you are.
Well,
I know.
So let me ask you, Julie. Should we start with one of our excursions, one of ours, or should we go straight to our guests that are waiting in the green room?
I mean, let's go straight to our guests.
I will go straight to our guests. Okay.
So for all of you who know, every week, y'all talk to Mom in the chat.
You want to start with that?
Where are you going?
We got two waiting in here.
Oh.
You want to start here or here? Where do you want to start?
Well, here.
Hello, Team Reese. Thank you for joining us. We're talking excursions tonight.
Guys.
We got three in. We got three here waiting. So, all right,
guys.
Listen, we don't want to keep everybody too late. So we're
gonna start here because we can keep them. They're staying, whether they like it or not.
All right, you want to start with Mom?
And then, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, guys, you see Mom every week in the chat.
Every week, Mom's in the chat. Elizabeth, or Beth. Is she in there? Is Elizabeth or Beth? I don't know. Anyway, she's in every week, and Mom, Dad's right there beside her.
Okay, so Mom, we want to hear your story. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Thanks for joining us every week, Mom. And can you hear it? Give us a little sound check. Make sure we can hear you. Can you say, no?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
We can hear you.
That's what we were waiting.
There's Mom.
Okay,
all right.
So
guys,
I can
everybody,
hear you.
I want to introduce to you my mom. Mom's in the chat every week. Mom's on many of our group cruises. She's on many of our other cruises.
There's
See it with C says twins.
you have a special guest coming.
We have a special guest.
Boy.
All right, let's bring it.
Let's
bring it.
All right. Let's see. Oh, hello, Nancy. Hello, Heather. Nice. Thank you for joining us.
Along with Mom is
shirt on.
Oh,
Wait.
Who gave that guy a How We Cruise shirt?
How We Cruise.
That is a guy, right? I don't.
You got to turn up your sound.
It's up.
Hey, Mom. Boy. Is that your sister?
Is that Deb? Oh boy. Okay. Well,
hey, listen. I'm gonna go out and check. I'm gonna go out and check the plants. I'll be right back.
Oh, great. Thank you.
All right. So, Mom, who's with you? I don't recognize
All
the
right.
long
So
hair.
anybody who who is that, Mom?
I'm here.
Oh. All right. So Mom, why don't we fast forward here? So Mom and Dad will be joining us in November on the MSC Meraviglia. And so Mom, why don't you share with us one of your favorite cruise excursions, or a tip or a trick that you have about a port? What port do you want to talk to us about tonight?
Okay. Well, I want to talk about two ports in particular.
Okay.
The first one is the Dominican Republic. And we've been to, and the second one is Barbados. We've been to both ports several times, and it's always been beautiful. We usually do the beach. And we were on the breakaway, the Norwegian breakaway, for our fourth trip. And Julie's dad and I had decided that we wanted to do a boat snorkel off the shore turtle cruise in Barbados. So we booked the cruise.
Hold on. He doesn't know how to braid hair.
No.
How did that happen so fast?
I feel bad. My hair was in the way, so I went and braided it real quick.
Anyway, Dad made all these arrangements. Now, we've been cruising for 30 years. We get off the boat and we go through the port in the Dominican Republic, and it's so lovely, and everybody's out like trying to sell us everything. We get to the taxi stand, and Dad said, I really want to get a taxi. We want to go to this hotel. And the guy said, well, wait a second. And he called over another guy, and they're speaking Spanish, but we're poor enough in Spanish to understand that they didn't know where we were going to go to. So Dad took out his phone and showed them again, and showed them the address. And they kept looking at his phone, and they called over a third guy. And the third guy said, we don't know where that road is. And Dad's like, how the heck, and he didn't say heck, do you not know where the road is? It's a resort in your town. It's a big resort. So Dad is not happy. We had a great day in Dominican Republic anyway. We went to a beach. We had a ball. We get on the boat, and the next day we're in Barbados. We go to get off the boat, and Dad goes, oh, I think we're now in the right port for our excursion. And I said, what? What are you talking about? He said, oh, I think I booked it in the wrong island on the wrong day. So off we go.
Hi.
He has all this stuff.
Thank you, Dad, for supporting our business. We appreciate it.
Anyway, we went on the excursion. It was perfect. It was one of the best excursions that we have ever gone on 30 years of cruising. It was a blast.
All right. So would you go back to Barbados, Mom?
So we haven't been. I'm sorry, I can't take him any place, not even my own kitchen.
You didn't take him anywhere. You're still in your kitchen.
So for anyone on the group cruise, Charlie will be bringing wigs for everyone in November.
I think we should have a wig contest.
All right. I think well, we had two other people waiting in the green room.
I can't.
November?
I had to take it off.
Kathy, we lost you, and Calandra, we lost you. So if you want to jump back in,
Yeah.
we'll get
No,
you guys
please
back
come
in
back.
right
Come
now.
back. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave.
Hmm.
Wait. Oh my God, what happened?
There. Oh, somebody's there. All right, Mom. Thank you for sharing a little bit about Barbados there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump over. We're going to come back to you though, so don't go too far.
Don't go anywhere.
too
Don't go
far.
anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, Kathy says she couldn't get her mic to work. All right. Well, if you can get it to work, jump back in. But in
It's
the
okay.
meantime, Mom, what we're going to do is we're going to hide you there for a minute there. So that was interesting. So for those of you who've never met Mom and Dad, come with us in November, and you'll get to meet that. Let's go to our next guest here. Another local. We're heavy on the Northeast
Hey,
tonight.
Shug.
So
Kathy,
there he
we'll
is.
get your mic.
Yeah, we're
Hi, Aunt Christine.
all right. So reminder, we got that link in the
Listen.
chat there.
Click the link. Come into the green room. We'll let you in. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's bring up Cruising with Calandra. Are you ready there, bud? You look like you're ready. You look like you were born ready.
Yeah.
All right. You were made for this stuff, right?
What's going on?
How you doing, buddy? How are
what's
you?
up?
I'm good. How are you guys? Well, if anybody doesn't know who I am, my name's Tony. I'm local in New Jersey. If you guys see my drone videos in Cape Liberty and the harbor, that's all me. Some of my work for MSC, all the Maravilia stuff, that's all me. And then, yeah, I'm also a family guy, so I know how you guys are with the two. You guys have three, I got two, so I know how that is. But favorite shore excursion, I would have to say, is my Bermuda cruises. I'm going to Bermuda for the 7th time in May on Liberty of the Seas. One of my favorite shore excursions was before I even had kids. Was we did the Crystal Caves, which was pretty awesome. We did the Crystal Caves, and it was such like a surreal. Like you don't realize like going underground like how cool that stuff is. And then after that, we found Horseshoe Bay. Now every time I go to Bermuda, it's no question Horseshoe Bay is where I go.
I
Now,
love what you got.
yeah, the first time I did it through the cruise line, paid an arm and a leg. As you guys know, you do it through the cruise line. It's crazy. But what I did was found a local cab, and it cost $7 and each to go there. But we're going again, and we're actually looking at beaches today. We might actually go to another beach, but Bermuda is probably one of my favorite shore excursions to go on. Even after like you guys are going to the beach, whoever's going on a 7-day that you guys leave Sunday to Sunday, I highly recommend going to Harbor Nights, which is on
Okay.
like a Wednesday or a Thursday where they shut down the town and you take the ferry over. And especially that you're in port for 2.5 nights. That's another cool excursion, especially if you get like kids are up late or if it's just like a couple. You walk the it's like having a food, it's like a festival and you just go and that's another like not a shore excursion, but just something you could randomly do just off the ship. So, but one of the what can I say? One of the other parts is another short excursion that I did was when me and my wife, it was just me and us. We always used to do zip lining and tubing and caving and everything like that. Like we tried to do zip lining in every country we pretty much went to. We did it in Puerto Rico, we did it in Honduras, we did it in Belize. So like the short excursions, like I would highly recommend like even though you do it through the cruise line, do it through like TripAdvisor. My wife always did do TripAdvisor, finding it and just booking it, and we paid half the price for it. So
So
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
awesome. That's one of the
It gives
things.
you more flexibility. We've also found too, if you go outside of the ship, you get maybe just a little bit more bang for your buck.
Mhm.
right.
The cruise lines themselves have a little bit more in liability and insurance things to worry about. And I know that sounds a little crazy and it sounds like it might be a little scary if like whatever, but it's not because like they will this is their livelihood. They want to make sure you get back to the ship. They want to make sure that you're safe. They want to make sure that
Right.
everything is good. But they can offer you just that little bit more than the cruise ship can. So we always
Correct.
really have gravitated towards going outside of the ship.
And
Okay,
especially
yeah.
now with the kids, because now you're like me and
Yeah.
my wife, we were always on time. Now it's like, hey, you got two kids. Like my daughter's 5 and my son's 15 months. So it's like, I mean, 17 months. I'm gonna get this wrong. My wife would be mad at me. But like it's a lot more time now with them, more than anything. So now you're like, hey, we got to be at the ship an hour before. We try to get there 2 hours before because
Mhm.
you just bringing them on the ship and
You
like
have
especially
to.
like yeah like and I don't know if you guys been on the Meraviglia yet or no?
So we have not been
Not
on her yet.
yet.
Now we will be on her for a ship tour on April 7th.
Ship tour April
Okay.
7th.
So
And then
what
we have a group cruise coming up in November.
gotcha. So what I'm
So
gonna tell you about the Meraviglia is when you get off the ship, it's not hell, but it's gonna take you a minute to get off the ship. Like
okay.
their like their
we've heard that.
disembarkation process is so slow.
I've heard getting on is a bit slow too.
Yeah, getting on is well, we did it in the winter. Like we did, I mean, no, not the winter. We did it in November. Getting
Okay.
on is a lot different than getting on at Cape Liberty and New York City. It's like one line that just keeps on zigzagging and zigzagging around. And now when you get in there, there's no like holding place. Like you guys like, oh, they call groups. No, you get right on the ship, but you have to go to all the windows and it's windows, not like when you guys go to Cape Liberty in the city where it's
Yeah.
like a ton of people. It's not like that. Brooke, give yourself like if you guys could do the earliest check-in time, I highly recommend that you do the earliest check-in time because that was the first time I went out of Brooklyn and it took us 45 minutes to get on the ship. Meanwhile,
Well,
when I go through the city, it's like 20 minutes.
mm,
Cape Liberty, I haven't gone in a long time. Last time I did it was when I did Oasis back in 22. It was COVID, so like they had to test my daughter. That was a whole thing. But
That was a whole different thing. But
yeah, but be prepared to spend time in Brooklyn. Like go as early as you can because it will. Even with the two kids, even though they
well,
both were well behaved, it was
mhm.
great. And
so
also when you do, go ahead.
we just found out that our well didn't just find out, but
we knew.
we knew. But
We'll be fine. Everything's
our
fine.
next cruise is
Everything's fine.
the New York City marathon. So we just have to plan on being able
Yes.
to get to the port and get there in a timely manner.
And you guys are in Jersey, right?
Yes. So we are so for those of you that are booked on our group cruise, and we'll just kind of we'll see if we can show this here. Let's see if we can do this all at the same time because we got Tony, we got us, and we got boom right there. The MSC Meraviglia. We're gonna hide C's comment there just so that way we can see everything there because that's November the 2nd through the 9th of 2025 from Brooklyn. So we will be working together to make sure we have some good transportation over for that one because with the New York City Marathon and Brooklyn all in the same time. It's going to be an adventure, but we're going to be on an adventure together, so it's going to be fun.
I can't wait.
Like I said, we'll just run a little bit of the New York City Marathon on the way. We'll be fine. Everything will be great.
And I'm sure they know what's going on that day, so I'm
Of
sure they're
course.
going to give a little
I'm sure.
leniency. But other than that, this is not show excursion related, but you guys are going to absolutely love Ocean K. Ocean K is gorgeous. We were there on Thanksgiving this year, which was one of my dream things to be on an island on Thanksgiving. Heavenly, like it made my wife's private island list to the top. Like it is, and when you get off, they leave late. Like we had to leave early because we had a passenger that got hurt to go. We had to go to Miami, but shore excursions, we didn't do any. We just did the beach. But if you're gonna do a shore excursion there, do it because it is well worth it, without question.
Awesome.
So,
Yeah, I'm really excited for that island. I really can't wait because I've
and I
heard
got the
amazing things. It's so great to hear that confirmed.
and I got to fly the drone on Ocean K because I got permission to work. I was working for MSC that day. That was another
Awesome.
heavenly thing. I can't wait to
That's
release all that
fantastic.
stuff.
So we're
but,
we're gonna talk to you some more, and we're gonna have another. We're gonna see if maybe you can come back on with us. We're gonna chat a little bit more about your drones.
Excellent. Yeah, I was gonna say
what you do.
I could go on and on, but I know you guys got other people, but we'll set that up and we'll go from there. So
Yeah, I
that
would
was awesome.
absolutely love that. So it's really awesome to get to chat, and can't wait to talk to you more.
All right.
Awesome.
Well,
Sounds good.
everyone in the chat, make sure you check out Cruising with Calandra over on Instagram and on YouTube. And we also need y'all to twist Tony's arm to get him to come with us on the group cruise in November. So there's a lot of pressure in the chat here. So
or any other cruise. We have a bunch. So
Awesome.
yeah, we'll do it.
Appreciate it, guys.
all right, take care,
Okay.
Tony.
Later.
All right, Hey, so Tony from the Northeast here, our MSC resident expert and our drone expert. Thanks for coming on and sharing a
Cruising
little bit
plan,
about Bermuda. So we were going to send Bri up here, but Bri did want to share a little bit about your favorite shore excursion. You want to tell us a little bit about your favorite shore excursion, or what port is your favorite?
My favorite port is Coco Cay, but the favorite thing I've ever done on a cruise port was had to have been the Roton excursion we did. If you haven't seen that one, definitely go watch that one. That one's good. Basically, they took us around the island. We got to go up to a bunch of markets. We got to hug sloths before that was banned, because apparently that's banned now because it's hurting an endangered species. I have no idea how or why, but apparently it is.
Well, while you're here, Bri, we're going to give a little update on that, because Daniel Jones Sloth Park shared an update earlier today that said it's business as usual until they hear some specific guidance from the government. So if you're looking for an excursion, down in the description of the video here, you've got Viator, you've got Shore Excursions Group. You can use those links. Look for something either through there's a couple different vendors there, but make sure they're hitting up one of the 3 major sloth parks, like Daniel Jones or Daniel Johnson, not Daniel Jones. I'm sorry, Daniel Jones is the terrible quarterback for the Giants.
He doesn't play for the Giants anymore, guys.
No, he doesn't. I'm a little behind.
They cut him.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Anyway,
any Giants fans up there, $40 million is crazy.
Mrs. Dillon, Brian, Mrs.
Trash
Dillon
podcast.
says she loves the T-shirt.
Thank you.
I was actually thinking the same thing when you popped in with your shirt. I'm like, oh, nice shirt to wear tonight, Bri. And then Shayna also said, nice haircut, Bri. He just got that on Friday night, and I said the same
My
thing.
hair is done.
I'm
My
liking
hair is all messy.
I'm
was
liking
sitting on the
this.
couch.
I'm liking this new do.
I just get it a little longer on top and shave the sides. So.
If you notice too, he's got a little bit of a little bruise on his cheek. He was. You should see the other guy.
Nah, just a little accident at school.
Nah.
I took it.
Just a little, just a little fun. It was all good. There was no.
All right. Well, we have a question. All right. Well, thanks, Brian. Thanks for your
Adios,
input
I'm gonna
there.
get some water.
Good night,
Roatan
hon.
is
Love you.
definitely a great spot, and the kids really enjoyed that one. So, all right. So we threw the link back up in there. If you got a story you want to share about an excursion, if you got a question you want to share about an excursion, go ahead and click on that link. Make sure your camera and your mic work. Kathy, looks like you're still working on that. So if you can jump in, we'd love to get you on. But in the meantime, Kim and Richard have a question. Anyone ever done an excursion in Falmouth, Jamaica? Dolphin Swim and Dunn's River Falls combination. Thoughts? On sale for $50 off, 25%. It's $50 off, 25%. All right, whatever your math. I get your math. I can't follow that right now.
Just read.
I am.
I'm gonna start off with
Brian
saying
Warren liked your shirt too.
Huh?
Mr. Caesar liked your shirt also.
Thank you.
I'm not going to comment on the price or the anything or the whatever. And I have not done the dolphin swim.
No.
But I have done. See what I did there? I have done Dunn's Rivers Falls. That is definitely something that's really wonderful to do. It's a wonderful excursion. You should definitely do it. There are other falls in the area that you can do, but the falls are great. You don't have to do the falls through a ship excursion or through another excursion. You can go to the falls yourself and can do them yourself, just so you know. When you go through an excursion, you usually have to stand in a line and hold everybody's hand and go up together. If you do it on your own, you're allowed to kind of climb on your own. Now, it is slippery. You definitely
Very
probably
slippery.
want
Water
water shoes. If you get hurt, it's your own liability. So these are all just prefaces that I just want to throw out there. But is it worth doing? 1,000,000%. So you have to gauge, and that's kind of something that we're talking about in this chat tonight. What is your level of what you want to do on an excursion? Are you super adventurous? Do you want to have your own flexibility and your own, level of ability to have somewhat of your own timeline, because if that's the case, you might want to go on your own. You might want to book on yourself. You might definitely not want to go through a ship excursion. Are you more on the conservative side? Are you really, want to make sure you definitely 1,000,000% are guaranteed to get to and from the ship on time? And are you maybe a little bit more conservative on the safety measures of where you're at? Those things are something to consider. And then you might want to go through the ship. So, and there's a spectrum in between there.
Right.
In between.
And when it comes to Falmouth, I mean, Jamaica
or anywhere.
Jamaica is one of those countries that does have a State Department travel advisory. Now, all countries actually have a travel advisory. If you go to the State Department's website, it's just what level they're at. Jamaica is climbing up on that travel advisory. So just whatever you do in Jamaica, make sure you're traveling with your tour company or with the excursion group. The one thing that we have noticed about Falmouth, because our group cruise back in November went to Falmouth, is that Falmouth is, for lack of a better term, it's in the middle of nowhere. So if you want to go over to the resorts in the Montego Bay area, you're going to have to get in a taxi or a bus and take a little bit of a ride. Duns River Falls is closer to Ocho Rios. Again, it's a little bit of a ride to get over there. So just make sure that you're accounting for that ride in how much time you're going to be in port.
Yeah.
Now, that said, I enjoyed that port in Falmouth, the actual port area. I'm not a shopper. It's not my thing. But the market that was in that port, I thought was one of the better ones we've come across in recent cruise history. The Martha Brae River is right near Falmouth. So there's a lot of excursions that go to the Martha Brae River. They've got that bamboo.
What was the other falls? It wasn't the Duns River. It was the other one. I can't think of the name right now.
Conoco.
Yeah.
Or Conoco.
I would like to do that at some point, but it was just a little bit further out than we wanted to go. So what did we do when we were in Jamaica last time? We did a resort pass for the day.
Conoco.
I mean, there's so many things to do. But okay, so you, your friend, your neighbor, anyone wants to know, what do I do when I go to this port? And whether it's in the Caribbean or Alaska or the Mediterranean or the Pacific, wherever you are, you want to decide what you want to do. What do you need to consider? You need to consider, what type of person are you or your friend or your neighbor, right? So are you adventurous? Are you zipliners? Are you kayakers? Are you snorkelers? Are you divers? Are you adventurous? Do you want to go out and do and hike? Do you want to do ATVs or off-roaders? Are you a walking tour person? Are you a foodie? Do you want to do a foodie? Do you want to check out the local distilleries or the local type of, breweries or wineries or whatever it might be there? There's so many things to consider. So you have to really consider, who are you and what type of person you are and what you might want to enjoy in that port. I'm going to weigh in and say one more thing. We typically travel with other people.
Yeah.
If you want to do an excursion, there's caves, there's so many things. If you're traveling with somebody and you don't align with the things that you like to do, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're going to get back together on the ship, right?
It gives you something to talk about at dinner.
Exactly. Go do what you want to do and enjoy your trip. Enjoy your vacation. You can book it in advance and have fun.
Yeah.
So that's my advice. Anyway.
All right.
Anyway.
Shana's got some good comments here about some excursions that she enjoyed, but we've got Kathy waiting in the wings here. So Kathy, do we have audio and video here? We look like we're working now. All right. So let's bring Kathy on so Kathy can tell us about her favorite shore excursion. All right. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Can you hear us?
Hi,
Yeah,
Kathy.
hello.
It's good to see you now. I can't wait to see you soon in a few months.
Yep. My favorite excursion was when I went to Vigo, Spain on one of my transatlantics. I went to the Santiago de Compostela. And the excursion I did actually was through the cruise line. Being a solo cruiser, I don't want to trust somebody out just by myself. But they took us to the cathedral and they gave us this wonderful lunch. It was like several courses and delicious food. And
Oh wow. That sounds amazing.
So we've not made it quite across the ocean yet. So we're gonna have to check out something like
No.
that. But that sounds like it
Soon,
was an
hopefully.
amazing time. And you know what? You make a good point. When you're traveling as a solo cruiser, it's a good idea to stick with those groups. That way you're with other people. There's always somebody there for your safety wise, and somebody to talk to too. So it's always good. So
and you can meet your fellow cruisers as well.
yeah, exactly. That's awesome. So Kathy, you're looking forward to November?
I'm so looking forward to November, and hopefully they do not change the course for the marathon. I've already changed my hotel once.
Well, yeah, we'll get you squared away on that. You're in a good spot. You get you a nice ferry over from where you're at, right over to the port. You should be good to go. So, but,
yeah, I didn't get back to your last message. I saw it right before we jumped on, but
That's fine.
we'll chat some more. So
it might be tough to get to the start of the marathon from there, though. So you might not be able to be in the marathon, though.
But I would just take a ferry to Staten Island, right?
Staten Island Ferry is free. The Staten Island Ferry is free, and it takes you right past the Statue of Liberty. Anybody looking to see New York, Staten Island Ferry, free, goes past the Statue of Liberty. There you go. So there's your money saving tip of the day. So
Kathy, I have another question for you.
Sure.
Bucket list type of excursion or place you want to see or something you want to do. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
Bermuda, because that actually got taken off my first transatlantic cruise due to the rise in COVID, because I did that during COVID.
Okay. All right.
Well, hopefully Tony gave you some good tips tonight, and we'll have him back on so he can give you some more. So
Yep.
Tony's our Bermuda expert there. So all
And
right.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys and everybody else who's coming along, and mom and dad, and
Yeah, that's going to be a great one. Here, we'll just keep throwing it up there. There it is, the MSC Meraviglia, November 2nd through 9th, 2025. So we'll have some good ones. Maybe we'll do a little group excursion there. I don't know. We'll see.
Well,
we're going to be heading
definitely.
to Nassau, so we usually do fun things in Nassau there. So, all right. Well, Kathy, thank you for popping on. I want to get to Shayna's comments, and I want to talk a little bit about your favorite excursion.
Yeah.
And so, Kathy, we'll
And
catch
Mom
up
and Dad
with
are
you in a
still
little
in,
bit.
too.
Oh, Mom's still
Yeah.
in. All right. We'll see you in a little bit, Kathy.
see ya.
All right. Thank you. All right. Hey, I love this with people popping on. This is great. We get to hear what everybody
This
has
is
to
fun.
say. So let's read Shayna's comment here because I kind of skipped over that when we broadcast. So where'd it go? Shayna says, favorite ship excursion are an all-day Nevis St. Kitts through RCCL, kayak and lobster lunch in St. John on Princess, and the Gosling Sunset Cruise in Bermuda on Celebrity. That's a pretty wide gamut of stuff there.
That's
so
a great list.
that's a lot.
That's a FOMO.
It is. It's a lot of FOMO. But we do have Pumps says hopefully Dad will leave. Hopefully not, Mom. Hopefully, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to hope for there, but that's going to be interesting in and of itself.
No, we're coming back to that. So
well, hey, so I did put a little side some of our favorite stuff here. So we are going to be going to Nassau on our group cruise in November, and I got a little. We put aside some videos here of the last time we were in Nassau here. So let me give you. So this is the new port of Nassau since they redid it there. I'm liking this new port. A lot cleaner than it used to be. So yeah, as you can see, if you haven't been to Nassau in a while, Nassau is kind of cleaned up a little bit. Jewel, what's your favorite thing to do in Nassau?
Well, I mean, again, we have a number of people ask us, what do you recommend in Nassau? And sorry, I'm just checking this. What do you recommend in what do you recommend in Nassau? There's so many things, and me personally, I have a wide variety of interests, right? So we've snorkeled, we've chartered a boat, we've gone to shop, we've gone to the brewery, we have just stayed in port. We've just kind of we bar hopped a little bit in town. There's so many things to do. The historical tours. So what do I prefer to do? I got to tell you, I think it depends on who I'm with, the cruise I'm on, and what's going on. One of my very, very favorite excursions that we ever went on was the first time that we chartered a boat. It was with our small group. We divided it up amongst ourselves, and we chartered a ship or a boat.
We chartered a ship.
A ship, yeah. We
Well,
chartered
actually,
a boat. We went out to Rose Island, right? Was Rose Island?
Well, I got a video of that, so if you want to talk right over that, I'll play
perfect.
it.
Go ahead and do that.
And then Mom wants to come back on, and Mom was on that with us, so we're gonna.
You could see, we literally had this part of the island to ourselves. We went in and we anchored. The kids were playing football in the water. We walked up and down the shoreline. It was,
and you know what?
It was paradise.
That was
paradise.
That was Dad's favorite excursion. Dad, why was that your favorite excursion, Dad?
Dad, you're back.
Why was that Dad's favorite excursion?
Dad, wasn't that your favorite excursion?
Which one?
The Nassau one that we just showed on the screen there with the
Charter.
Oh, was that the one we had the sand fleas or whatever the fleas?
No, we're coming to that one next. This is the one where we went on the boat from Nassau.
Well, listen, aside from all that, I got to tell you, I caved to public pressure because of my last appearance 45 minutes ago. My phone has been ringing off the hook, and everybody wanted me to get my hair cut. So I hope you all enjoy it. It's nice and short now, and I'm going back into my little man.
That was a pretty fast haircut.
But yeah, so that was Dad's favorite excursion ever.
But the kids.
All right, guys, I'm out.
That excursion cost Dad a drone. So
Tony, no, can we talk about that for a second? Okay.
So Tony, if you're still in the chat,
Tony, are you still Antonio? I don't know if you prefer. I don't know what you prefer.
Tony, you're gonna have to give Dad a little drone flying lesson.
Dad wants to put his drone up. We're on this boat, right? We chartered this boat. We're up. Dad's putting his drone up. What do you call those? The outriggers.
The outriggers.
It's an outrigger, whatever. He goes to put it up. It catches and it goes in the water. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Doesn't get.
Mom's got to mute.
Ma, you got to mute.
Brand new drone.
Ma, you got to mute.
What?
You got to mute.
Mute your YouTube.
Sorry.
Anyway, the drone hits the outrigger, goes immediately down, drops, I'm going to say between 20 and 30 feet.
It was at least 100.
At least 100. 20 and 30 feet. It was at least 20 feet. At least.
Maybe 150.
Maybe 200.
Yeah, well, it was a world record free dive for me.
So anyway, Dad's drone goes down. Didn't get a shot. Didn't get anything. And yeah, Brian decides to free dive with not even a snorkel. Do you have a snorkel on or not even? You have a snorkel on. Okay. Free dive down with a snorkel down to get this drone that's probably 25 feet deep. He comes up. Ma, you got to mute.
Shana says deeper each time you tell the story, right? Well, no. Well, listen, we'll tell it again next week, and it'll be about 300 feet. So it's in the Guinness Book of World Records right now. So, but hopefully we don't have to.
But the good news is we not only retrieved the drone, we were able to get it, save it, and because it did have a warranty, we were good.
See, and I thought the best part was that I avoided the fire coral. I thought that was the most exciting part of it, but you know,
I mean, who cares if you get a little burn?
to each their own. All right.
Anyway,
Mom, did you have anything else you wanted to share about an excursion? Because I still want to get to Julie's favorite and mine.
Good.
All right.
where are you going?
Well, I want to. Your favorite excursion and my favorite excursion. All right, Mom, we'll talk to you in a little bit. We got 2 excursions left.
You gonna hide her again?
Yeah.
Don't hide her.
Well, no, because I still want to hear your favorite excursion.
Okay.
What's your favorite excursion?
Stay on, Mom. You're still there. What's my favorite excursion? I have a lot.
All right, I'll do mine. So if you've never been to Grand Cayman, you might want to try that because we headed out on, we chartered a boat on our last group cruise and we went down to Grand Cayman, and there's a few of you in the chat that were there with us for that one. And that was one of my favorite shore excursions ever. We had a private boat. We were super close to the port. We got to go snorkeling. We got to hold some stingrays. We were with all of our friends, and there may have even been a few beverages involved. So mixing all the things that we love, everything was great. Everything was fantastic. That was probably my favorite shore excursion that we've done, or possibly, and we didn't even talk about Cozumel tonight. We didn't talk about Amber Cove much tonight. We didn't talk about Grand Turk, which is
Do you have
another
any
one of my
more
favorite
video or clips or no?
No, I ran out of time uploading things.
All right.
So that was why
we were working on it, but we had so much to share that we didn't have enough time. So maybe we do it like a part 2.
We could do that.
We
We'll
could
talk
do
about
a part 2.
excursions again. There's plenty of time
Yeah.
to talk about excursions. And there's always something new to do in a port.
Mary Ellen said, best company, Captain Marvin's.
Props to Captain Marvin.
We'll definitely say
They did a great job.
Not endorsed, not whatever, but we really, really, really liked them. They were fantastic. They were wonderful. Grand Cayman on my
she went
30th birthday.
she went to hell. There's a town called Hell.
Yes, there is. There is. And we love Grand Cayman, and we love the stingrays, and we just love anything they have to do there.
All right, so we've waited 55 minutes to hear Julie's favorite excursion. What is Julie's favorite excursion of all time? Because I have a funny story to end it with. If after you give your favorite.
I don't know what my favorite excursion is of all time. I really
Kia says
don't.
Dune Buggies and Amber Cove is our favorite. We go through Marisol tours. Amber Cove is one of those ports. So while you're thinking of your favorite, because you said you don't know, we'll just say real quick. Amber Cove is one of those ports that we talked about earlier because we were setting this up tonight. We were talking about Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, is also Puerto Plata, and some of the ships dock in Amber Cove where there's a nice pool and there's the zip line. Carnival owns that port. But a lot of the other ships dock in Puerto Plata. So you have to know which port you're going to in some of these places.
Right.
Just like if you're going to Roatan, with Carnival, you're going to end up in Mahogany Bay, which has a beautiful beach and a nice shopping area and a chairlift. Or if you head over to the other port in Roatan, you end up in Coxon Hole, which is...
Where?
Coxon Hole.
Where?
Coxon Hole.
What?
Yes. So, but...
You did it to me last week.
Yes, I did. But that is a great place. And Shana says Grand Turk is great for free and frugal, which is very true. Very true, because I like to walk right through that port area, right up onto the beach and support the locals. And amazing time at Paradise Beach with vloggers. We were actually looking at some of our clips from Paradise Beach. What an amazing time that was. We love the beach clubs in Cozumel. I mean, we could do a whole live on, do you go to Mr. Sancho's? Do you go to Paradise Beach? Do you go to Nachi Cacom? Do you go, like, where do you go in Cozumel? There's so many wonderful, wonderful places. Right back to Amber Cove. Team Reese says, yep, we've done that tour from Amber Cove and from Puerto Plata to Tano Bay. Yep. Julie says, my favorite of all time is the train through the canyon in Alaska. So fun, beautiful, and even saw a few moose and 2 bears.
That's awesome.
And lions and tigers.
Very cool.
And bears. Oh my. Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Chris says it's best to just stay in port in Nassau. Listen, Nassau, that port is so nice now. There's a lot of shopping. If you like shopping, there's a lot of places where you can get a snack or a drink in Nassau. There's tons of public beaches. There's tons of
do so much. And again, it depends on what you like. Like, do you want to be like adventurous and go out and explore? Do you want to do a history tour? Do you want to do a walking tour? Or if like a foodie, or are you? Yeah, no, I mean,
But
there's
the
so many
best
things.
advice we would give you is talk to your travel agent, because they probably have some really good suggestions.
They probably
And
do.
if you don't have a travel agent yet, give us a call, because we'll give you some really good suggestions, and we'll get you booked. Let's see.
So you asked me my favorite.
I did.
I'm horrible at choosing things like this.
I know.
So I'm
That's
going.
why we gave you an hour to figure it out.
I know, but I'm gonna say, I gotta say, between Roatan.
I thought you were going to say any place with me.
I'm always with you. I love you very much.
Not always. You
but
go
I'm
on
always with you.
You go on cruises without me.
Very few.
Yeah.
But anyway, love Roatan because no matter what we do there, we always have a fantastic time. No matter how we see the island, it's so beautiful. It's just, there's so many great places and hideaways and things to do. Amazing. Costa Maya.
Love Costa Maya.
Costa Maya is just
not
an
everybody
absolute
does,
favorite.
but
I
we love
know.
it. We love
And
it.
I'm nervous with the changes coming up, but I'm going to say our experiences in the past, going up and down the strip of Mahual and taking those.
I called you right out. And you can't make us wait a whole hour just so you don't have to say how we don't have a favorite.
So I will say this. My favorites probably right now are between Roatan and Costa Maya.
All right.
Roatan and Costa Maya.
So Julie says, book a Western Caribbean cruise. That's what she says.
And I will say this. It doesn't matter what you do in Costa Maya. It doesn't matter what you do in Roatan. You can't go wrong. You could do a ship excursion. You could do your own excursion. You could go out and adventure on your own. You could stay in port. It does not matter what you do in either place. They're both, it's just all amazing. So those 2 places so far, I think are my favorite. Absolutely love them. And that's up against some really hard competition, like our excursion that we did in Grand Cayman, and like our excursion we did in St. Thomas, and like our excursion that we did in Nassau. I mean, like, there's guys, and we stick to the Caribbean right now. We have trips planned in the future to go elsewhere, but right now for us and our family, this is what we've been doing. So with that said,
Mary Ellen, I never know what to do in Costa Maya and Roatan. Mary Ellen, you have my phone number. Just call me. We got you.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't count our group excursions, because our group excursions are always my favorite, because you know what? Our kids engage so well with this community, and we love all of you for joining our group cruises and coming with us and treating our kids like your family. It's just awesome.
I mean, as much as we're, because what's the point of an excursion, right? The whole point is that you want to see someplace new and experience what they have to offer and go out and explore. But at the same time, who you're with is equally as engaging and enticing and important and whatever. So if you can make those memories, not only in a place that you get to experience, but with those that you endure, I mean, amazing.
Kathy says, how many cabins do we have for the November cruise now? Kathy, I lost count.
We're up there.
This thing's growing. We had to ask for 10 more
we
cabins
have
from
like
MSC.
the whole aft of the ship on deck 11.
And I'm not saying, I may or may not have gotten a text.
Plus the whole side.
I may or may not have a text right now from somebody in the chat who just told me that they're booking the November group cruise. So Julie says, your kids are the best. And we always say comment of the night. We'll give it to Matt. with the hearts. All right. So let's see. Mom says sometimes it's just great to explore on your own. Richard says, do any Nassau sail and reef snore? Yes, 100%. Just make sure the best place to do that is try and get something that's going over towards Rose Island. A lot of them go right towards like either Pearl Island or Blue Lagoon,
Which I really want
which
to do.
is still
Pearl
good.
Island.
It's still good. But if you can get something that goes out to Rose Island, Chris says, I'm going to drink my misery away because I can't bring my fishing gear. Well, cheers to you, sir. We're not sponsored. Whistle Pig tonight. Not sponsored, but if you're listening, sponsorship's open. All right, we're going to head back to Warren says, sorry to be off topic. I just sent you a message for me to book. Yes, you're not off topic, Warren. You're exactly what we're talking about. And
That sounds perfectly on topic to me.
We are so happy that you'll be with us for that. So that's going to be fantastic. And I promise you, you're sitting with us for dinner because I already stood you up once and I totally apologize. So, and now I've admitted it publicly on YouTube. So, all right. All right, Mom, final thoughts. What do you have, Mom? Final thoughts.
Am I on my live?
Yes,
Yep,
you're
you're on
live.
live.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me on. Dad, I'm sorry. You know, anybody who's going in November and wants to experience what it's like to be with Dad, you're up for an adventure. You're up for a really good time, unless you're his wife. Wait. He can't just let that go. He's coming back.
Here he comes.
Hey, woman, you still doing that internet thing?
Oh boy.
I'm sorry.
So everybody, Mom and Dad. This
Brian
is my
looks
mom
like
and Dad.
Brian looks like he
You
saw.
guys see
Brian
Mom
looks
in the
like he
chat?
saw a ghost.
What? What did you
I look like I saw a ghost.
say?
Brian looks like he saw a ghost. It's like
Now you're frozen on my computer. My new
No,
computer.
not
That's
on
why I'm
ours.
having such
You're
trouble.
good. You're not frozen. You
He's
guys
looking
see
at my
Mom
stylish-
every week
he's
in the
looking at my
chat.
stylish
He's
hair
always
though.
here. You guys see Dad and Mom both in the in the vlogs. You see them in the pictures. You see them on the community group. But here they are live and in person, Mom and Dad. And
We do live.
And Matt
We're
says
alive.
that Dad may be the reason we joined the November cruise.
oh, Dad's got one up on you now.
What cruise? We got a cruise?
Don't tell him. I didn't tell him. I was
November.
telling him we
All
were
right,
just
hey,
going for a
before
ride.
Dad finds out when he's going on another cruise, Mom, can we get a see on the seas?
Just, yeah, you're going to see us on, we'll see you on the seas.
See you on the sea.